right, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, gentlemen. Thank you so
Assalam wa
much. And, I really appreciate this event from SYPA.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so this is going to be a privilege and an honor for me to introduce Dr. Moaz. Dr. Moaz is the professor in Jamia Taiba. He's also an advisor in Jamia Taiba in Medina. And he has been a part of a lot of initiatives with the governor of Medina. And Alhamdulillah, he is a well-known personality in the circles of Medina as well, Alhamdulillah. And Dr. Moaz, by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is a very humble human being, where he works with a lot of charity organizations, especially with the Medina dates farmers, and also a lot of organizations from the government. So I now humbly ask Dr. Moaz to take it over from me and speak on the topic of how secure investments can be made in Saudi Arabia.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome. And it's a
alaikum salam.
great pleasure to be with you. Thank you very much for the kind invitation. When Abdul Bari told me that there's a group of prominent, successful people who would like to be introduced to the opportunities of working, doing business and investing in Saudi Arabia, I thought this is a great opportunity. Not only because I'm, alhamdulillah, proud of my country and the leaps that has been happening, but also because day by day, I see the fruits of interaction between all people who love the advancements and the progress and the change and pro-change. And they just want to contribute to the big vision that Vision 2030 is not only for Saudi Arabia, but also something for humanity as a whole. We all follow media from time to time, and regardless of what your area of expertise and your business, you will find somebody who you follow in your area of expertise worldwide that is coming to Saudi Arabia and creating a deal of some sort that is planning to create an impact for humanity as a whole. And it is now not something new or something rare to hear people praising the vision, praising the leadership, and praising the progress and the willingness to actually contribute to something great to humanity. So this atmosphere and spirit is the initiation and of the goodwill of people coming and exploring opportunities. Al-Madinah Munawwara as a jewel, one of the jewels in the crown of Saudi Arabia, and Riyadh as being a booming city that is growing to become one of the capitals of the world that is cosmopolitan and hosting important events. No day passes without an important event happening in Riyadh, and some influential decisions that not only influences the country of Saudi Arabia or the region of GCC or the MENA region, but also can be influential for the world. Peace talks between fighting nations happen now in Riyadh. Important political decisions take place in Riyadh now, and by the facilitation of His Royal Highness, Crown Prince, or advisors and the ministries. And also important economic decisions take place now. There is huge interest, and all eyes are gazing and waiting for the opportunities. My background, a bit of it, although I'm a medical doctor by profession and training, and I actually practice in my clinic, I'm very much into health and wellness innovation and strategic consulting as well. I do projects of social entrepreneurship and the business ecosystems, and I do a lot of cross-sector advisory roles aligned with Vision 2030, investment, and so on. So why Saudi? Why now? this is not just a rich nation, it's a nation in redesign. A lot of our laws have been updated and rewritten to become world class of human rights, human status, and preserving the rights of all entities, and make sure that these regulations are world class to take us to the next phase of humanity and needs. There's massive capital flow. There's bold policy reform and global partnership demand. Like I said before, global partnership demand. The opportunity sectors, not only in healthcare, wellness, and biomanufacturing, there's also agri-technologies, food security. There's also education, AI, and digital transformation. There's heritage, tourism, and cultural industries. Clean energy, logistics, and smart cities. We're not only producing oil and exporting it with all its derivatives and downstream products, but also we are heavily invested now in clean energy and in the logistics and the smart cities. Vision 2030 is not just a slogan. It's a serious, long game invitation to build something great for all of humanity. Okay, so if we want to start thinking, where do we navigate for opportunities? How do we navigate? So the success here is not about the access. It is about the alignment. You need to understand how the vision is being written and where it directs, where it's pointing. There has to be some cultural fluency and the right local partners to navigate through the intricacies of things and the intertwining goals of a lot of these objectives, and the clarity on regulation navigation. So it is pretty much not just access, it is about the alignment. And this is not just to boast, alhamdulillah, but we have a lot of long-standing, high-trust incubation and long-term playing in the design and impact-led investment matching. We try always to make sure that the impact is first in mind, and then we match according to the requirements needed for such investment opportunity. So basically, the country now in Saudi Arabia, whatever is the sector, no matter what the tender is, people are not, or the government entities, or the semi-government, or even the private sector, they're not just hiring contractors. The international partners are actually invited to co-design the future. For instance, if I may say, I was involved in a couple of projects that were public-private partnership projects. The process takes time. Like many places in the world, public-private partnership projects are not overnight tenders that clear RFPs get or terms of reference get released, and people just apply, build proposals, and apply. Public-private partnerships is where a lot of understanding of what the demands are, the local market is, the requirements of the government is for the projects, and then the also alignment of the international partner that would like to partner in this project, to make sure that there's a good fit between the sector and the solution provider or the contractor or the company, international, let's say, partner for that sake, and the goals and that objectives that need to be achieved through this project. Before even talking about financial sustainability and the financial models and the cash flow generation, we're now just talking about getting to know each other. This takes time. And during this time, there's a lot of alignment, verification, making sure that people acquaint each other with the culture, with the objectives, with why this is taking place. So all of these considerations are taken into consideration when designing the initial offer or proposal. So I invite you not only to observe from distance, but visit us. I invite you not just to hear about us, but to be here with us. I invite you to visit us, observe, and deeply listen to the conversations that take place in all of these events and networking and the side conversations, networking sessions. Not a day passes without 3 to 4 major events taking place in Riyadh. It is now a capital in which the whole world comes to. You really not need to find a partner that is an opportunistic partner, but you should be on the look for an authentic partner. So I advise you and invite you to partner with authenticity, not opportunism. Opportunities come and go, but are the people you are partnering with or doing this with are the right partners with you? I invite you also specifically, not only to my beautiful country, Saudi Arabia, but also for Medina, my beloved city, in which you can come and enjoy the hospitality, the tranquility, and the beautiful, what we call Ansanat al-Medina, or the human-friendly design and layout of Medina in these recent days. There are so many things to think about and talk about. I do not want to consume all of the time in this general introduction, but there are so many things to talk about. However, I leave you with a simple note. The access is there. MISA, the Ministry of Investment, is there. The entry requirements are very clear. Everything is posted online. There is a lot of claims of people facilitating and making paperwork and all of that, while the path is paved nicely and clearly by the Ministry of Investment and the authorities related to it. There must be caution when somebody is asking for somebody to process papers or anything. There's a third party, because a lot of this lies in the trust issues. Have to make sure that they are trusted people, and make sure you visit frequently. Get a good knowing and feeling of what is happening. Select a few sectors you're interested in and where you are very strong at. And it might be a multi-sectorial or a cross-sectorial move that you might be eventually working on. Do look, like I said, for authentic partners and not just people who are looking for opportunistic wins. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Again, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, for the invitation, and my brother Abdul Bari for the kind introduction. And I look forward to seeing you all and welcoming you in Saudi Arabia. Ahlan wa sahlan.
Jazakallah khair, Dr. Moaz, mashallah, tabarakallah. Your invitation to Madina Munawwara is the key message for all of us to get the peace and tranquility of Madina Munawwara, and then move forward to whatever is written for us to be in partnership with Saudi Arabia. Right, so moving forward to continue on the same topic, we have Brother Abdul Bari, who is going to continue and talk about the same topic, which is secure investment gateways and opportunities in Saudi Arabia. Over to Abdul Bari.
Can you all guys see my screen?
Yes, sir, very much visible.
All right, Jazakumullah khair for your time. Brother Rabiq, thank you so much for inviting us. We're glad that we are here addressing a sizable audience. I'm sure a lot of business people from my place are also here. I'm just going to do what Dr. Moaz just spoke to you guys, and I'm going to build on that. So what are the processes? He spoke about how Saudi is a destination now, and what are the options for a direct investments about MISA. So I'm just going to build up on what he has spoken now. So I'm here to deliver a very simple message. There has never been a better time to invest in Saudi Arabia. The doors are open. The processes have been transformed. Let's cut through the noise. Okay, and imagine before a couple of years when there was Sagai and we wanted to register a company here, and the kind of challenges that we went, but the current administration, the government has made it very easy. You just walk in inside one campus, you will have 6 to 8 buildings, and your company registration is done, and within 2-3 days you have the bank accounts lying in your address. So that's the simplicity and ease of business that has happened now. So you also need to understand that there is a paradigm shift when it comes to Saudi. Saudi was always an exporter of investments, but now it is turned as an importer of investments. So which means that Saudi is now attracting investments, and they are improving the processes. They are making ease of business for any entrepreneur who wants to enter Saudi Arabia. So like I told you, the entire what do you say this the plans are built around Saudi Arabia. Okay, so is on Vision 2030. All right, so the Saudi Arabia is now rolling the red carpet, and it's trying to attract all the foreign direct investments. So what are the sectors that are attracted? So one of the sector is which is on a high currently is a $1 trillion investment which is being attracted in tourism and entertainment industry. And then you have 120 billion for the renewable energy and green energy, $38 billion for real estate and urban development. So then you have $12.24 billion for technology and infrastructure. Then you have $7.9 billion for sports and leisures. So these numbers that I'm showing you are the top attracting industries at this point of time in Saudi Arabia, where $20 billion is for aviation and logistics. With our experience, Saudi is now moving, Saudi is becoming a new US. If you have the talent, if you have the products, you have the innovative products, the Saudi market will open you with arms and it will hug you. So if anybody is into research, innovation, Saudi is the place now to come. And if you have a product which is, a world-class product which can scale up, Saudi is going to attract you. Now, there is a new investment engine. Doctor just spoke about MISA, Ministry of Investments. And this is your permission to invest here. And then there is something called commercial registration, which is the permission to operate. Now, what happens between is the interesting stuff here when it comes to the investments in Saudi Arabia. So what happens in between is here, the MISA, which is the prime stakeholder to approve an investment or a company to enter into the Saudi. What happens, how long does it take to get a MISA license? So for a standard case, a very small business case, it's generally about 5 to 10 business days where they approve or they reject. But the realistic expectation should be around 1 month. And then for the complex cases, it will vary from 3 to 6 months. With our past experiences, I would say even 9 months. But if you are prepared well, then 3 to 6 months. If you are a research and innovation company, you are into space tech, you are into science, you are into healthcare, you might as well crack in 3 months. So I can share the details of vetted agencies that can help you, which are genuine, who are into this space and who are doing work. Although I'm not anywhere related to them or linked to them, but I know a lot of companies have got into Saudi through them. And then factors that will affect your MISA timeline is all the required documents must be attested and translated in Arabic. So keep that ready. Activities in regulated sectors like health, education, telecom may require additional ministry approvals. So wait for that time for the vetting and the approval from their side. Then manufacturing, contract, and business may slightly have an approval windows. So early engagement and with MISA to help it will help you resolve your queries. Now, the model that a doctor was talking about, public and private partnerships. Generally, in our space, that with the experience that we have in the fundraising and how the public-private partnership works is there is a balanced formula here where 20 to 30% is bootstrap, where it's self-funded, where we as owners, whoever is coming in, should have the 30%. Why I'm telling you this is there is a process in MISA that once you apply for a company registration here in Saudi, so they will evaluate. They have about 40 VCs, VC companies, which will shortlist your profiles. So after you apply for MISA, these VCs, venture capitalists, apply, they screen the company, they will look at your balance sheets, they'll do everything that is required for a process to be cleaner. And then those 40 VCs will evaluate you on a yardstick. So the yardstick, which is very prominent of what we hear, is that research and innovation companies where there is a scope of government investing and co-owning has better chances of getting into Saudi Arabian market. So this is very key. This is a very key information that you guys have to understand. So if your company is a proven company and you have a product that is scalable, yes, you are the best fit for the market. But if you're a company which is having a manufacturing unit, or say some product making unit, and you're just going to come here and replicate those products, the chances are less. So what the formula or the balance formula for secure investments that we, based on our experience with the investors, with the governments, that we have noted is a 20 to 30% you will have to bootstrap. 20 to 30% funding should come from local investors, because when you tie up with a local investor, or if you have a local investor who can help you, then there will be a lot of easy access to the markets. It's not just about entering the market in Saudi, but entering beyond the market. Say a Saudi going inside and talking in PIF or in Aramco is a different thing than another nationality getting in. So if you can rope in a genuine and honest one who can invest, if you have an investor who is not willing to invest, then he is not the right guy for you to invest or be secured in Saudi Arabia. So 30 to 40% of the government funding, if you can possibly have, if you have a very good product. I told you that there are 40 VCs who will evaluate in the Ministry of Investment process. So those 40 VCs are also a good source for you to be funding. So it has to be a collaborative structure for a secure investment. Yes, MISA is a secure path, but beyond that, if you want to penetrate into the Saudi market, a balanced framework is very important. And then this is one of the investment highlight pitch deck that I'm showing you. This is an example of how you got to build a case study that, what will it cover? Say investment opportunity, what do you want, ticket size, what is it, what is your previous investment, how much have you self-funded, what is your equity, what is the shares that you're giving, what is your pre-money valuation, what is your post-money valuation, what is your use of proceeds, if the money is given, what are you going to do with it, where are you going to spend? See, this is one of the example of the investment highlights sheets. This is the language that the VCs understand. So you'll have to be prepared using this language to enter the market if you're looking for funding as well in the Saudi market, not just Saudi market, anywhere. So this is the case study that I showed you. My two takeaways now is, the opportunity is real, the climate is primed, so be prepared for it. It is now or never in Saudi Arabia. If you have to invest in Saudi Arabia, you have a wonderful product, you will be welcomed with open arms. You need a guide. Yes, people may say that, you will not need an agency, but with our own experiences for the past 3 years, you need an agency which is honest, which is, because the documentation process, they will be very well versed with the documentation process, where I may not, or you guys may not be well versed with the documentation process. So at the end of the day, the vetting happens in MISA. So the buck stops there. So any agency will have to go to the MISA, but you will have to liaise directly with MISA so that you're not cheated with the agency. Now, just a couple of minutes, I'll finish. Don'ts is, stay away from the excluded companies, excluded products. Don't provide false information when you're registering with MISA. Don't assume you can own a real estate here. No, there are only certain zones, operating zones, that they will give you. It is not open to everywhere. Like say Medina and Makkah is completely out of the list. Don't engage in activities that are not aligned with the vision 2030 of the Saudi. Then the do's is, you do partner with local agency, but rider is that you will have to have an approved agency. Definitely align your visions with 2030, keep everything, and do prepare your due diligence. Just don't come depending on something else. So your next steps and a unique opportunity is MISA is coming to India. So this is the information that I want to give you. MISA is in India from 12th to 14th November. MISA, I do have that information. I can share it to the organizers, but you will get an invitation or not, that is not sure, because they screen everything and then they invite the people who want to be a part of. Minister of Investment, His Excellency is also coming to Delhi, 12 to 14 number. So he's going to be there. The summit is going to be there. This is your chance to apply and engage directly if you can. I will share the application with you guys through Rabig. I'll also share details of the vetted agencies that can guide you here in Saudi Arabia. So I'll now keep the doors open for any strategic discussions, or if the time allots. If the time is not allotting, then you can get in touch with me through Rabig. I will help you as much as I can. Jazakumullah khair for your time, and really appreciate this. And I hope my bit of information helps you guys make some key decisions. And welcome to Saudi Arabia. I'm again telling you, this is the time in Saudi Arabia. If you don't utilize the time now, you will never get any other time. Jazakumullah khair, and thank you so much.